George Trapp driving down the middle. Chamberlain flies. Watch that out of bounds. He is awesome. Malone pass is deflected. Going to be stolen, I think, by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Ray rock the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
All right, here's Dennis. Gets it into Bird. Larry, a runner. Got it! Ball game's over. Boston wins. Here's Jordan for three. Yes!
Bryant to shot.
Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human life has given the Cavaliers their biggest lead tonight. It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
This is WHPC Sports Talk.
Bing bong. Bing bong.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. The feelings restored. The vibes is immaculate. The Knicks, are they back? We're going to discuss it here on WHPC Sports Talk, the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. It's your host filling in for Braden Daniello on this Thursday, March 2nd, Joshua Umahi, joined by Russell Levine, Mauricio Mendoza, Nico Each, and Antonio
Miss
Gonzalez.
you, Braden.
Braden, yeah, we miss you. Hope everything's going well, man.
I missed you, man. I missed you.
No, Mauricio misses you too, bro.
Yeah, even the people's champion.
After Braden.
Brother. So we're giving Braden well wishes. You still had to fill in your little people's champion. That's what you had to. You had to.
I respect him because he was one of the ones who kind of brung it. So.
No, I'm talking about the people's champion. No, that has nothing.
Who are these people?
If someone dies, he's still going to shout out the people's champions.
He is.
Man.
He just can't help himself.
Hey, man.
He can't help himself.
Hey, man. Hey, what's
man.
better, that or El Guapo, okay?
Where's my vote for the libertarian choice? Listen, we're here to discuss sports and most specifically
Bing bong.
the New York Knicks. Man, listen. So I saw the show was podcasted. For yesterday's show was podcasted just now. So I popped up on my phone. I had to listen to it. I'm like, let me see how we sounded, right? So me and Ross are having a conversation about, do the Nets have a real chance in this game? And it was, we both were kind of like, the Nets, you know, they rested their players last couple minutes against Milwaukee, and the Knicks just beat their ass a couple weeks ago. So maybe they're going to have a chip on their shoulder and they're going to come to play in the Garden and stop the Knicks streak.
Nope. No D.
Shout out Franz comparing the studio, but elsewhere in the station. Belt to cheeks.
Ooh, we can say that. Ooh.
142 to 118. The Knicks' 7th straight win. They're now 7-0 since the trade deadline, a.k.a.
That's
the
right.
acquisition of Josh Hart. This was an ass beating from all
Start
angles, yo.
spreading the news.
It
Left
was
and right.
crazy. Crazy. All 5 starters scored in double figures. We got Brunson with 39. We're going to start with him.
Our
39
savior.
points on 18 shots.
I'm convinced he's Jesus Christ at this point.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
He's clearly the second coming.
He is. He's the Messiah of New York, at least.
39 points on 18 shots. If you do some quick math, it's pretty damn good. It's like, more than 2 points per shot. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty damn good. That's
But hey,
5
not an
or 6
all-star,
from three-point
though.
range.
So
Not an
what
all-star.
do we know? What do we
an
know?
all-star. Not an
That's why I
all-star.
said
Not
he should have been an all-star instead of Julius Randle, but I love Julius Randle.
No. They should not. No. They both should have been all-stars over DeMar DeRozan, who's holding on to the precious 12th seed right now.
DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar, I say it the less I like it.
DeMar, I say it the less I like it.
Yeah, he was pretty undeserving. Yeah, so might as well, both.
You know what? It's all good. He's proven himself.
Man.
He was on that special run before the All-Star break and then kind of struggled the last couple wins, but he was like, Brooklyn Nets, big rivalry game, the Garden, we got the statement jerseys on. I'm going to make a real statement.
We got to show them who is the real team in New York, and they show that.
Everybody
yesterday.
knew that. Everybody, even when they had Harden, KD, and Kyrie, everybody knew it was still a Knicks town. It was never going to be a Nets town. We talked about it on the show. The Nets could have won 5 straight championships. It's still going to be a Knicks town. Nothing was going to change that, and especially now with this group that they got right now, but more on the Nets later. I brought it up. All 5 starters scored in double figures. We had Grimes with 22 points and 6 threes.
What a guy.
Yeah, man.
Love him. Julius Randle with 21. R.J. Barrett with 15.
That's well, hello.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Nah, it's 7 straight. We're not about to bring this R.J. And Ross, I got an eye on you today, too. We're not going to bring this R.J. Barrett negativity.
I mean, but like, just imagine how much better they would be if he could put the ball in the basket.
Like, say he had these nights.
Like, if he could actually,
imagine he actually played like this every night.
If he was like an efficient scorer, like this team would be so much better.
Listen, I know what you're going to say, too, if we had Donovan Mitchell, right?
Could have had Donovan Mitchell.
More on him, too. More on him, too,
Didn't
later.
beat the Celtics, so we don't even care about him, man.
Hey, speaking of belted cheeks, I got some Arsenal Cleveland Cavaliers later, but focusing on this game right now. Mitchell Robinson, 13 points. He was the lowest scorer in the starting lineup. How about this? Since his return from injury with that dumb 4 games, 4 double-doubles, 13 and 10 last night. First time he's had 4 straight double-doubles in his NBA career. Emmanuel Quickley, even 15 points off the bench. So we had 6 players in double figures. And Josh Hart, like I said, they're 7-0 since Josh Hart came to the team, but
That's just his aura or something. I don't know what it is.
maybe he's the Messiah.
Maybe. Maybe you're right.
Maybe.
Josh the Hitman Hart.
4, 4, and 5 last night, but a team high plus 30 for Josh Hart. In a game that Jalen Brunson scored 39 on 18 shots, Josh Hart had the highest plus minus. And now you look at it.
That is strange. I was looking at that. I was
It's weird, right?
Yeah, I was so confused. I was
Hey,
like, wait, what?
If you make an impact, you make an impact. And you look at it now, the Knicks are 1 game back of the loss column. And we've been talking about the 5th seed this, 5th seed that. The Knicks are 1 game back in the loss column for 4th place.
I could see them
They
making
go
it
get to the 3.
I could see that happening. I could see that
They
happening.
gonna get there.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
I mean, with the East the way it is now, I mean, look at the Heat, man. I don't know what's going on with the Heat.
They're a very mid team. We can
You got
say
DeMar
that.
DeRozan. He's just okay with the Bulls. I mean, nothing stands out here. And the Nets are going all the way down. It's Knicks time, baby.
At this point, I mean, I feel I'm having these feelings. Remember, like last year when they beat the Celtics? I'm having these feelings, but I don't want to be too.
And you look at the Bucks.
No, Mauricio, you can't bring up last season when we're talking about this. No,
No, but like the feeling.
I'm not going to let you do it in any context.
No,
He
but I
ain't
mean
let you
like a
cook. He ain't let
feeling.
you
I have a
cook.
little bit of that feeling. Like I see so much hope that I feel like we could progress a little bit much more into the playoffs.
I mean, even
we'll not be. It's not going to be perfect, but let's say maybe like conference semifinals at least. Think about it.
and the Bucks and Cavs aren't even looking that good anymore. Man.
No.
Yeah.
they're
No.
not.
I mean, just think about
Well-
it, Josh. Think about it. Come on.
Hold on. The Bucks have won 16 straight, but still.
They're top in the league. Right.
Here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping the Knicks, whether it's the 4th seed or the 5th seed, obviously the winner of that matchup plays the 1 seed in the first round. Now, the Bucks look pretty good right now, but I kind of need Boston to step it back up because I'd definitely rather play the Boston Celtics over Giannis, that Greek god over there in Milwaukee in the
He's
the
playing
Bucks.
no games over there.
That's a man on a mission.
You know what's crazy about him real quick? So he had that wrist injury before the All-Star break, and then he had that knee injury
Yep.
Yeah.
after the All-Star break, and now he's just back dunking on people, 3 straight
He
possessions.
just wanted a break.
Clearly,
And just
I
wanted
mean,
a couple of smoothies, to kick his feet back,
nothing.
draft the team, don't play. You see his hot take about KD?
Oof.
He had trouble reading the teleprompter there. That was the issue. I don't know. He was
That-
like just reading it, like squinting. He couldn't even see it. That was a bit much.
He really wanted to. It was on a teleprompter.
It
but
was.
He definitely wanted to.
He
send
definitely felt that way, though. I mean, you look at his like speech after he won the chip, and he was saying the same thing basically, that he did it the right way. They enjoy a super team. All
Which
these
he did.
things.
He did. You know, Kevin Durant wants to go to franchises that are already built and try to do it that way.
Yeah. You talk about bandwagon.
It was so weird seeing him play for the Suns the first time. I mean, it was just weird. Turn the TV on, you see him in a Suns jersey,
Yeah.
throwing a quick assist to Devin Booker. Like, what is this, man?
It was a wild thing to see, and we'll definitely get to the Suns in a little bit. But listen, we got to spend a lot of time on the Knicks here. I have a question here on the topic sheet. Are the Knicks officially back? And what I mean by back, it's not, are they back being a winning team? Are they back being even a team in 2012, 2013? I forgot to mention, I'm wearing the Carmelo Anthony jersey.
Carmelo Anthony.
Listen, obviously, this is the best team since then. And listen, 7 straight wins. I had to bring this up. I had to bring it out today. Bring it out today.
Quick math.
But I'm not even talking about that team. I'm talking about, are the Knicks back? Can they be a stable franchise and a winning team with longevity.
Like in the near future, for what the talent that they have, especially like a young talent.
Could.
Yeah.
Sure.
I hope so, but I really can't say yes or no right now. I really is still unsure just with these players and how they be different sometimes, different nights. I think they can though. I feel pretty strongly though. I feel most confident than I ever have so far in many years.
I have more confidence that this team can than the team that won the 54 games. And I'll say why. Because I think this team could last longer than that team. I think that team is kind of just, they had to win the championship in a few-year window. And if they weren't going to win it in that 54-win season, they were never going to win it. So I think this team actually, not saying they're going to win a championship in this year or next year, but I do think they're going on the right path. For like the first time in like years, like 90s, first time since then.
Mm-hmm. It's clear too, and if you look at this stat, and we're talking about the 2013 Knicks that went 54-28, lost in the second round, very disappointing to Indiana.
They should beat Indiana.
They should have beat. They should have beat Indiana. They beat the Heat 3 times in that season. They went 3-1 against Miami in the regular season, so they would have had a real chance against Miami had they gone to the conference finals and faced them, but it didn't happen. But the average age of that Knicks rotation was 31 years old. Current age of the Knicks rotation this year, 24 years old. 24 years old, the average age of the rotation. Right now, and you talk about the young players quickly, Grimes, Toppin, RJ Barrett obviously has got to pick it up, be more consistent, but Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle, you might think they're 28, 29, 30. They're 26, 27 years old.
No way.
Swear. I mean, look it up. It's crazy that this team's so good.
Should we
so
count
young.
Obi Toppin though at this point?
Yeah, I mean he's an older.
No, I just mean like he's not gonna stay on this team. Ain't no way.
I mean,
It's unfortunate, but
it is. He's
entertaining. I'll give him that.
He's an electrifying player, but obviously when you look at the ways the Knicks can improve this team, even if they win a playoff series, you're gonna have to make some real improvements. So Obi Toppin, he's a square peg in a round hole right now. It's just no place to play him.
It's too big.
He's not a true center. He plays the same position as Julius Randle. Julius Randle can't really be versatile in terms of position either. So it's a tough position for Obi Toppin to be in. But I mean, listen, I don't even want to focus on this offseason. I want to focus on this team and the question at hand. They officially back. Are they now a stable franchise with the longevity to keep it going like the Celtics have, like other teams have, the Warriors have, obviously to an extreme? Can they keep this going for 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line where we're looking at the Knicks as like they had the reputation, oh, this team's a problem. This team's going to bully us off the floor. This team has an identity. Are they back in that standpoint?
I think they're getting there, but I think they're one superstar away from it.
I was going to say.
Most likely, yeah. I mean,
You need a franchise cornerstone.
because when you look at their competition, I would say it's only like maybe 4 teams right now in the Eastern Conference. Obviously, it's the Bucks and the Celtics. 76ers, but I don't see them lasting very too long.
Nope.
And just the Cavs.
Yeah, and their minimum.
Yeah, and their minimum. But I do see them, but like, yeah, I could say
that's
they
what I
are.
said.
Yeah.
Honestly, I couldn't tell what he said either. I thought that Minutemen or minimum?
Minutemen.
Y'all be the judge. Y'all, I'm not gonna.
That means that they. Never mind.
Continue with your point, Mauricio.
No, I think his point was there. Yeah, it makes sense. It basically, like, the superstar is all they need, but if you look at the competition, they're doing well right now, and if they don't get the superstar, they'll still continue to do well next season. I mean, the Heat, they don't know where they're at right now. I mean, you know, you got players that should be, like, doing just as good as the Knicks are, and Jimmy Butler, and you got Bam Adebayo, who's an all-star this year. They're not doing their thing over there. And then you have the Bulls, which I don't even know how to comment on them, because they've won some pretty crazy games this year, and have, you know, beat us also, but, like, they're doing nothing right now in terms of, like, their playoff contention. So I think he's right about the competition. Like, we're chilling right now in terms of being a stable for the East.
Here's the thing with the Knicks, and I'm happy you brought up the Heat, because I think the Knicks have the potential to be a better version of the Miami Heat we saw the last 3 years. A Heat team that's been to the conference finals twice. They made it to the NBA finals, but in the bubble. You want to count that or discount that, be my guess, but I felt the need to throw that disclaimer in there. But the Knicks, they have the chance. Brunson, Randle, they can definitely be better than Butler and Adebayo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like at their best, give me
yeah.
Brunson and Randall over them, and then the bench and the surrounding pieces. Tyler Hero's kind of in the same boat RJ Barrett's in. You expected more from a young player that showed a lot of promise early, but it's just not happening. He's kind of plateaued as a player. Duncan Robinson, their big money signing, doesn't even get minutes. Kyle Lowry, and I find it so funny. I argue with a few.
Keep forgetting he's on the team.
He's
Big booty Judy, yo.
I argue with a lot of Heat fans in the summer talking about, Jalen Brunson, 4 years, $110 million, overpaid. The Knicks did it again. Well, you got Kyle Lowry on a worse, more big money contract. He sucks.
Yep.
He can't even get on the court.
Yeah.
He can't get on the court. I would argue that Brunson's a bargain.
Bargain.
Wow. Yeah, I agree. At this point,
yeah. I think so. I mean, look at the Mavericks. I mean, they blew that 27-point lead. If Brunson was there, you think they blow that?
Oh, no way. No.
So I think that's the difference with this team. Because remember last year with the Knicks, this was to me rock bottom for the Knicks a year ago. They played the Nets on a nationally televised game. They had a 28-point lead. In the third quarter, they blew it. And they didn't have a point guard. They have a point guard now. They were up by 23 going to the fourth quarter yesterday.
Yep.
No problem.
Brunson, like we said, he's made a huge difference. He's really the key to all of this. And we're talking about a guy, 2-time national champion at Villanova, comes to Dallas as a second-round pick. I don't know how 30 teams passed on Jalen Brunson, but they did. Second-round pick goes to Dallas with Luka, same draft. All he does is win over there. And then teams are still like, I don't know if we want to pay this guy.
He's an all-star, so yikes.
Yeah. And we're real happy to have him in New York. So
Yep.
I'm saying they're back because I see the youth on this team and I see the potential, like Nico said, to get that superstar. Because it might not happen this offseason, but I got 2 targets for you. One familiar, one unfamiliar. So 2023 free agency, I have guys like Draymond Green, Kristaps Porzingis. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. But 2024, you're talking about a guy who came back yesterday, Jalen Brown. He could be a free agent, still hasn't. He's had some beef with Boston before. They put him in the KD trade talks.
They did.
Obviously, he wasn't a fan of that. I'm watching the Celtics closely. That's why I want that matchup if the Knicks can make it out the first round and play Boston. If you knock out Boston,
then most likely he'll want to leave.
What better recruitment pitch is there?
Yep.
You want to stay with Jason Tatum in Boston? Or you want to be with Brunson, Randall, and in the Garden? You could be the star of that team. We question who's the better player, Jason Tatum or Jalen Brown.
Seeing them go against each other in the All-Star game, it made me feel like, wait a minute, they could not be teammates one day. Like I feel like there's not animosity, but it just feels as if they don't have to be on the same team.
I guarantee you, just watching Jalen Brown and kind of trying to feel out his mindset, he feels like he's the best player on that Boston team.
He does, most definitely.
He played the best in the finals. Against the Warriors. Let's not forget that.
That is true.
He's the one that showed up. Tatum struggled. So, Jalen Brown 2024, and obviously Donovan Mitchell, who we could have traded for. He's a free agent in 2025.
What? Really?
Didn't they sign him, Cleveland?
No, they didn't give him sign an extension. Nope. So he's going to be a free agent in 2025.
And he did want to come here.
He won't shut up about the Garden. Yep. Every time he comes here, my family's here. He reminds everybody. It's like just feels the need to throw it in there, remind everybody. My family's from here. I'm a Mets fan.
It's like it's only convenient for him to come to New York at this point.
Listen, and the fact that we're talking about as the Knicks now, a stable organization where stars can come in. If you're a star on the free agent block, now Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle are good players, but if you're a Jalen Brown or a Donovan Mitchell or somebody like that, you can step in day one. You're the man in the Garden with a winning team and good pieces around you.
Yeah.
That's the thing to celebrate with the New York Knicks. 37-27 record is good, but like Nico's Rangers that we're going to get to, the whole narrative from the start of the season to where we are now is a complete 180. It's crazy, but Rangers fans got big dreams, and if you're a Knicks fan, don't be scared to have big dreams either. Don't be scared. Maybe we could talk conference finals. Now, we're going to have to see a lot more the last 18 games of the year, but...
Maybe
from how I was yelling about this team. It's crazy that I sound like this, but this is what Tibbs, Randall and guys like that have done. They completely turned it around. They turned
you just shouted out Tibbs.
Yeah.
Never heard the day. I never thought I'd hear the day about that.
I've done it all week.
That is
I've done it all
nuts.
week. He still does weird stuff like leaving the starters in up 30 in the fourth quarter. Like I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
I think he's
Stat padding. That's all right.
I mean, everybody does it.
He's
these
putting a
days.
statement out there. That's all. He's saying a statement.
Yeah,
He's making a
let your
statement.
nuts hang.
Wow.
Hey,
It's really shouted out Tibbs. That's crazy.
I'm not gonna say I love the guy, but he's definitely doing some good things. And listen, he has the Knicks on a special run right now. And here's the thing: we're talking about statement wins, right? Mm-hmm. So they have a game against the Heat tomorrow night. Obviously, the Heat are struggling. If you win that one, you win 8 straight. That's great. That's your second 8-game winning streak of the year. But if you go into Boston on Sunday night on national television with an 8-game winning streak, and you know Celtics fans, you know how they cry and stuff, Boston nights and whatever. They're like, "Oh, we didn't have Jalen Brown. You're bragging about beating the Celtics team without Jalen." Man, if we go into Boston and beat you with Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum fully healthy,
There's no
that's the definition of a statement win.
They almost lost to the Lakers before the trade. Like, why are they talking, on a foul that should have been a foul? Like,
Damn.
These Celtics fans don't really see that their team is like, I don't know. It's just, some days they be looking pretty bad out there. They really do.
They're mentally off. That's the best. That's the best way I can put it for Boston fans. But the Knicks, if you look at it, these next 2 games will tell me a lot. Yeah, but if they go in and extend this winning streak to 9, beating Boston on a Sunday night, world's gonna be watching. Whoo! Rubbing my hands like Birdman. Like it would be. That's you showing the league and showing stars, and we had Brian Windhorst of ESPN talk about it, and other guys on ESPN, Zach Lowe. If that happens, stars are going to look at the Knicks like, if there's ever a time I'm unhappy with my situation, it might not be now, but if I'm unhappy with my situation moving forward, and I see what the Knicks are doing, and they keep it up, extend it over the course of the offseason to next season, I might need to make my way there. I might need to force my way there. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's no stars that I would say can do that right now, but you look at a guy like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's in OKC.
Ooh.
Now, obviously, the Thunder are building something pretty good.
Yeah.
So I don't think that happens, but it's time to think about what guy the Knicks are going to get. Maybe they draft somebody. They're going to have 2 first-round draft picks. They're going to have one from... Now, they traded their own to get Josh Hart, but... They have Dallas's pick, and they have Detroit's pick, I think. So that's 2 first-round picks if you want to trade up, get somebody. That's an option, too. The Knicks, that's a beautiful thing. They have options. They have ways they can improve this already pretty damn good roster moving forward.
I mean, I'm just happy that then I'm pulling the trigger with, I don't know why I'm forgetting his name, but the guy from the Bulls.
Levine?
Yeah, Levine. Zach. I'm really like happy now looking back at it. They didn't pull the trigger on him because honestly, maybe it would have made things worse. I don't know. They would have had less things to have now for the off season. Who knows if they would have worked well with the chemistry between them. I mean, he's aging, so I think they're better off what they did not trying to trade.
And
for
that
him.
contract is disgusting. Too.
It is.
He's
yeah,
gonna make like $60 million the last year of that deal.
Yep, it would have been like a Kenny Galladay type situation.
Yeah, I mean, Levine's a better player than Barrett. Yeah. And obviously the Bulls probably wouldn't want to Obi Toppin too, but one thing I like about the Knicks is the continuity. Mm-hmm. You would have tried to break that up and try to make Levine happy, and how do you fit him in with Brunson and Randall? It would have been tough. I mean, it's a hypothetical situation right now. So
I mean, honestly, down the road, you could always make a trade for a guy that maybe fits better than like even a Donovan Mitchell. Even those guys, you could get guys that could fit better. It's possible. It's a bummer in the moment not to get the guy or Zach LaVine even, but down the road you could always make a trade to get someone that fits even maybe possibly better. It's not impossible, or you can go and sign somebody and just give them money. Sometimes it's better just to sign somebody than just trade.
Absolutely, and obviously, we all would have made the deal for Donovan. Well, I can't say all of us. Mauricio, but we all would have made the deal for Donovan Mitchell. But it didn't happen. We have a chance to beat him in the first round, and we have a chance to really put a stamp on the league. Look, if the Knicks win their first playoff series since 2012,
That'd be
2013,
crazy. Yeah.
That's you saying we're back. Stars look at us, fans look at us. You got to respect put some respect on the Knicks name now. So.
Spike Lee can look at us.
MSG.
Stephen A. Smith.
Well, Spike Lee's a bandwagon. They're both bandwagons. They need to stay where they was at. They need to stay on that side, yo. Spike Lee was in Barclays Center with the Brooklyn Dodgers jersey.
Oh,
yeah. You don't want to say, he's supporting his hometown, bro.
Nah.
Man, you could have worn that in the Garden. Why you had to wear the Barclays Center?
Yeah.
Why you had to be a paying customer in the Barclays Center? I thought you was a Knicks fan.
Man, scared. He's scared.
Well, I mean, Spike Lee's at the games again. He's a front runner. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Listen, at least I criticized the Knicks, but I own up to my
mistakes.
I admit what I said.
Me too. Don't worry.
Listen, I forgive the New York Knicks. I do.
Wait, what?
You forgive them?
You forgive them?
I forgive them.
Isn't it supposed to be the opposite?
What you mean?
Shouldn't you apologize?
Yeah.
No. Why would I? I forgive the New York Knicks for putting me through hell for 10 years.
What?
Why would I apologize for that?
You should apologize to Tibbs. What you should do.
Yeah, Tibbs, man.
Public apology to Tibbs right now.
I would
don't do
apologize.
that. Not unless he brings the
Apologize.
championship.
I'll apologize to Julius Randle.
Okay.
I'll never apologize to that man. Never. I refuse.
I refuse to apologize to Tibbs. So
I'll apologize to Donovan Mitchell. I would.
For what?
What, man? You should apologize to
For
Jalen
that
Brunson.
comment that for a long time.
Actually, no. I should apologize to Jalen Brunson. I was pretty upset that we didn't get Donovan Mitchell, but he's him.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson's just as good.
Corey David needs to apologize to me.
For what?
No, he was the first one saying when I reported the Jalen Brunson news on the show when we did the show on a Friday. He was like, he doesn't really move the needle for me.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
He didn't move the needle for a lot of people. It was a bad
He
timing.
really didn't.
It was bad timing.
Yeah. I saw it as
Whatever, it's all good.
positivity with Jalen Brunson coming in.
It's all good. It's all good. It's water under the bridge. Knicks are good. Every Knicks fan should be happy that they're good. As far as the Brooklyn Nets,
Oh boy.
Yeah, it sucks to meet you guys. Yeah, all those Brooklyn Nets. You know what's sad about it? Most of my friends are like Brooklyn Nets fans, right? And
wait.
Nets fans?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nets fans?
Wow.
Yeah, surprisingly.
The black and white.
So like before Kyrie and KD got there, or after?
Yeah, before. No, after.
Well, that's
Okay.
that
After.
thing.
Yeah.
So they're jerks.
They're not Nets fans. They hype beasts and
That is a hype
hipsters.
beast. They are
Basically,
hype beasts. That's what
once
that is.
KD left, all of them started not repping it. Most of them are either wearing
That's-
Suns or Mavericks.
That's
disgusting.
Yeah.
That's every Nets fan, basically.
Yeah.
I'm basically just disgusted watching this. I'm like, what?
You're not a Nets fan unless you're like D'Lo. Yeah, D'Lo, then you're a Nets fan, honestly, because that man was cooking it up in the Nets for like a little bit, and that was it.
That was it. And, they had a good thing going with the dancing bench, and
Yup.
they had a good vibe.
The vibe was good. It felt like a good thing to be a Nets fan.
And then they sold
They
their
went
soul.
evil. Yup, they sold their soul to the devil.
Sold to the devil. KD, Kyrie, yeah, you can run the franchise. What's the worst that can happen?
Harden, yeah, sure, come on in.
Yeah.
And ever since they gave Chuck Vaughn that extension, they look great.
They look damn good, Ross.
Ben Simmons is gonna be out of the league. We're gonna see him in Shanghai.
You know, you
That's gonna be rough.
Guangdong
Yup,
Tigers.
that's gonna be rough.
You bring
Better
up
learn Chinese, buddy.
You bring up Jacques Vaughn, Ross, and like Antonio said too, Jacques Vaughn, if you watch his interviews, he's like the nicest person in the world. He's got like the big sage beard growing with the gray in the middle. Like nothing could bother this man, but when you bring up Ben Simmons in the media session, just like, he has knee soreness, so I guess he's not playing tonight.
I tried talking to him, but Ben Simmons.
Yeah, what can you say? Actually, I'm going to say a quick comment. I can't resist because. Do you think we're stupid? Knee soreness and why is it always soreness? It's never a real injury. You had an MRI. They checked your knee. You're good.
They can't even say ligaments. They have to say just an overall knee.
You have a rough night. A couple rough nights.
I don't get it.
Can I miss a show with brain soreness and y'all be okay with it?
Y'all see him like I'm
pretty sore today, guys. I can't go. What? Does he think we stupid?
Did you ever see the pictures of him like he's not on the bench, he's not on the court, but he's in the tunnel, just standing there? Like what is he doing? Does he know where to put his does he know where to be? Like
nice clothes too. The drip.
But you know what? I heard this defines the Nets. Before they got the superstars, their owner Joe Tsai is like, I'm so proud of this team. The team that won like 30 games a year or something, like 20 games. I'm proud of the chemistry. I love chemistry. I don't care
good
about
culture. Good culture.
we love culture here. We don't love the stars. Oh man,
that's what happens when you sell your soul. Hate to be them. I mean, Cam Johnson played well, 33 points. Mikal Bridges is averaging 22 points as a net. They're still up on the Heat by 1.5 games for the 6th seed, but I mean,
Dorian Fitz, that Smith guy, Dorian Smith, terrible.
Yeah, he's
terrible.
mailed it in.
Oh boy,
he's one of those. He's like a Jay Crowder. Like if Jay Crowder's on a bad team, Jay Crowder's gonna play like booty doo doo
on purpose, literally.
Maybe
He might not care anymore. Honestly,
I don't even think that guy. I think he came from the Bridges. I don't even think he wants to be there.
No, he wants to be with.
he did for like 2 seconds.
No one wants to be in Brooklyn.
Ross, you know where he wants to be. You know where Mikal Bridges wants to be. He wants to be with his boys
the
from
other side of
Villanova.
town. Yeah.
Hart, Brunson. He wants to be with them. I don't blame him either.
No, me neither.
And obviously, I mean, like we said, they sold their soul. Worst failure in NBA history. And for a team that was talked about, they were supposed to defend. If they weren't going to do anything else, they were going to defend. 131 points, 129 points, 118 points, and then last night 142 points in their last 4 losses.
And they gave 81 in the first half.
Yo.
I mean, the Knicks just made every shot. Like everybody was Carmelo Anthony and like 62 points. Just shot.
Hey, Ross, you remember Spencer Dinwiddie in particular?
Oh my God.
Speaking of front runners,
Speaking of front runners,
and I'm really not trying to rant today, but this man Spencer Dinwiddie, the second Nets got KD and Kyrie, he was like, "Oh, the Knicks aren't cool. we got the squad over here." Spencer Dinwiddie, you got punked by Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle in front of the entire metropolitan area on MSG and yes, 2 channels because the Nets got their own little TV thing. You got punked, and I was loving it. I was just dancing in my living room. I've never been so happy at somebody's demise. It was beautiful. Spencer Dinwiddie was a troll, and now he's getting trolled. I love it.
I don't get why he thinks he's so good. Like, you hear him talk about, like, if there was a one-on-one, like, type of challenge in the All-Star game, I'd be all over that. Like, he thinks he's good in a certain circumstance, but I just don't see it anywhere.
It was and finally, at the very end of the game, like, the Nets, of course, they made their garbage time shots.
Yeah, cute.
There was they were like reviewing like the clock and something. Like, well, Mike Breen was like, "They're glad this game's over." Oh, they sell nothing. It was funny.
I love my guy Clyde roasting the Nets all game too.
Oh, man.
One thing about Clyde, he hates bad basketball, and that's what the Nets were putting on display yesterday.
Even Breen hates bad basketball. Like, you even see it too. Like, even again, like I think the Knicks played like the Celtics and something, and I think like they just like they'll have like one of their few issues on offense where they had like I think a few where they had like a shot clock violation and like Mike Breen was like, that's just horrendous basketball. It's funny.
Yo, Mike Breen is the GOAT because he's been on RJ Barrett case lately too. Like RJ Barrett will do something stupid and Mike Breen will just be like, it's not what you want.
He's not afraid to like say his emotions. That's the one thing I love.
That's why he's the best in the business.
Yeah, just don't do the ESPN Knicks game again with the Celtics. Make Mark Jones do that game. I don't care.
Shout out Mark Jones though.
I like Mark Jones.
I love his vocabulary.
Well, he does the King.
Yeah. I can't even quote the words he be saying right now.
Nah.
He be going deep into the source.
He be doing way too much.
The P's of blocks. I don't know. He says the Julius Randle block like in 2020. He's had like the biggest block against the Mavericks. Randle had a great block.
I remember.
I forgot what he said. It was funny.
He be saying some crazy stuff, but moving on, let's finish up with the NBA. So in a matchup of 2 teams extremely relevant to the Knicks right now, the Celtics did outlast the Cavs up in Boston by a score of 117-113. How about this star matchup? Jason Tatum bounced back in a big way after quitting on the Garden floor. He had 41 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists last night.
Dang.
Spider Mitchell chipped in with 44 points in the loss.
He's really trying to carry that team,
Hey, the Cavs have dropped 4 of their last 5 games. They've opened the door for the Knicks to make a real play with 18 games left for the 4th seed in the East. Celtics got Jalen Brown back, though. They got back on the winning side of things, but that big game Sunday night, we definitely all going to be tapped into that one. The Bucks have passed the Celtics up, though, winning their 16th consecutive game. They beat Orlando last night. Antonio, your Lakers.
Yes.
No LeBron, no AD, no problem against the Thunder, who are missing SGA. The Lakers took the dub 123-117.
SGA wasn't there. We are cooked, Nico.
It's over.
You couldn't be more right. I mean, we got always disabled, being disabled. What a surprise. We got LeBron who said, I heard a snap. Plays the rest of the game, doing just fine. Then he's walking in a boot. A boot? It's just like, I don't even know what to say right now because At first, I was so excited. I was just happy. I was smiling. I was like, oh my God, we got these players on our team now. LeBron's doing his thing still, because why not? And then all of a sudden, I'm so excited for this game, and then both players, LeBron and SGA, are out. I mean, you saw in the All-Star game, LeBron blocked SGA's dunk for no reason. That was hilarious. And then this game comes, and neither of them play. But at least Lakers won, I guess. I don't know. This LeBron, like seeing him in a boot, seeing AD injured at any time, any moment is always bad. So I have no idea what to hope for these Lakers, but I guess so far their team is doing good. I mean, you got Austin Reeves out there teaching another player just the same way LeBron did. This team is just a meme. It's just one big meme, and I hate it. It's every day with these Lakers, man.
They're the Kevin Hart of NBA basketball.
They really are, yo. It's just...
Dude, I'm trying to figure out how that started.
I have no clue.
I know Kevin Hart be looking at his phone like, yo, what?
Yeah, he's going off right now with these memes, right? I don't know. I thought I was the only one seeing them. No, he's in every meme template whatsoever.
And all of them are hitting on 10. Like, they're all
they're all really good.
Especially the Iron Man one.
Oh my God, that was really
favorite.
good.
There's a wild one I can't even say on air. I got to show y'all that.
But yeah, I just hope LeBron comes back quick. They obviously need him.
3 weeks, he'll be reevaluated.
Yeah. It's over.
The Lakers stink!
We back.
Yep.
We back.
Yep.
Listen, I wanted to see them make the playoffs. I still do.
I was pretty excited.
No, I do. I really do.
You
From
really
the bottom of my heart, I do.
You really don't.
I think I believe him. I believe him. Yeah. I just hope that Westbrook, he's my other second favorite player. I hope he does well for the Clippers at least. I mean, someone from LA do well, please.
0-3 so far for.
Oh yeah, Jesus.
Man, it's But how about this? I did want to get to this. This crazy tweet from Dave McMenamin. He's dating Malika Andrews, by the way. I don't know how.
I'm jealous.
Miracles happen every day. But he tweeted after medical examination by a team of physicians. It was determined that LeBron James suffered a right foot tendon injury against the Mavericks. He'll be reevaluated in approximately 3 weeks.
He's done.
Yeah, he's out for the season.
Yeah,
they're just trying to save face, but I can read through the tea leaves here. Bron is cooked, and we'll see him next year. He had a nice season, broke the all-time scoring record. That's good.
He did.
Good for him.
Lost the game, but he did.
He did lose the game.
Yeah,
to the Thunder, who they beat last night.
They beat last night. Yep, without him. Yeah.
Damn.
I'm telling you, just one big, what for this team, man? What do you look forward to? Do you even look anything forward to? I don't.
Malik Beasley and Scottie Pippen Jr. fighting each other in the locker room.
That's what you look forward to?
I'm surprised that hasn't happened already. Yo, Larsa Pippen is moving.
You know who I saw doing well the other week, or I don't know what night it was? Malik Monk. Remember when he was on the Lakers?
I don't know why they.
This man balled out the other night, and I know he's not always like that, but he's guaranteed to give you a 3 ball out night for a season. Like he'll ball out for 3 games every night, and he's just a ball player. I don't know why they got rid of Malik Monk. He was our only point guard we had. I was the only player that I was like, all right, at least we have somebody that's relevant and not LeBron James and not AD who gets injured every week. And then he's gone. I don't even remember when they got rid of Malik Monk. I don't even remember. All I remember is one day he's not on the Lakers anymore, and I'm just like,
yeah, that was weird. They definitely should have tried a little harder to keep him. But is what it is for the Lake Show.
And they got Dennis Schroeder back getting benched after showing no defense. You got James Harden defense going on. Jeez Louise, man. Oof.
Yo, Lakers fans they're funny, not you, but they be treating like Dennis Schroeder and Rui Hachimura like they're the saviors. Like, oh, we got a squad now. Like, no. Y'all got a better team, but relax. Laker fans are funny, yo.
It's over.
You one of the good ones, though, Antonio.
Thanks, man.
Wow, wow. That sounded crazy to say. One of the good ones. I'll leave that to some other people to say that. That felt weird off the tongue. Kevin Durant made his long-awaited, much-anticipated return to the court back from his MCL injury. Number 35 dropped 23 points in his debut. He blocked 2 shots, played 27 minutes, beat Charlotte, did the Suns. Devin Booker, 37 points on 26 shots. Chris Paul, 2 points but 11 assists. DeAndre Ayton, 16 points, 16 rebounds. Man, listen, I've said it already. The Suns will be the champions, but let me rephrase that. They'll be the champions if DeAndre Ayton actually shows himself, not in stats, not in the flashy dunks or whatever, in the little mid-range floaters you like to put up at 7'1".
Yeah.
But do the dirty work, get on the boards and play aggressive, solid, physical every night.
I didn't see that much aggression.
You never do.
And it's Phoenix. But also, don't forget, another thing that could defeat this team, injuries.
Yeah, Chris Paul's definitely brittle. Kevin Durant just came back from 2 injuries this season, so we'll see. Right now, the 4-5 matchup in the West. We've been talking about the 4-5 matchup in the East, but in the West, Warriors Suns?
I mean, yeah, but another question in my mind was, besides the Warriors, who do you think could be, the next competition? like out of the Western Conference?
I thought the Clippers at first, but never mind.
No, it's going to be one of these two teams. How about that?
Just those teams?
Yeah.
Like
I don't believe in anybody else in the West.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
Yeah.
Especially not the Grizzlies after John Morant just being silly everywhere.
Man, let me
Left
find
and
that.
right.
Let me find what his lawyer said.
He going bye-bye. He going bye-bye.
17-year-old.
I said this yesterday. Yo, John Morant knows how to pick his enemies.
He really does.
He
Really.
picks his battles wisely.
He makes sure to win every one.
A 17-year-old kid and a mall security cop, was it?
Paul Blart, baby.
Now, listen, I know the 17-year-old probably wasn't innocent. He probably did something, right? But really,
Punched 12 to 13
really
times?
though,
No,
like
that's a bit
you
much.
can't take the laws, like you can't like take the higher road against a 17-year-old. Like,
You're a grown ass man. Come on.
yeah, I
Dude.
mean, you can jump mad high, but you're conscious though.
Ain't
Like
that
it just
too
don't
high?
work. It doesn't make any sense, man.
Oh man.
Yo, Ja's lawyer put out
His
a
lawyer
crazy
working overtime
statement.
right now, for sure.
I'm trying to find it, but I can't. I had it in my bookmarks. I'm trying to find it, but yeah, what y'all think about this John Morant situation? This is the second kind of weird, abusive situation we've seen him in. Obviously, he was pointing lasers at.
I don't know what like, if that's true. That's even crazier than what happened.
Who
Actually,
does he
no.
think he is, bro? Like,
He thinks he's in like GTA or something.
like you're a good little boy from a little private school in South Carolina.
He
What
hates
would
that.
that-
He hates that. That's him calling right now, man.
I don't know if it's John Morant,
It
but we
might-
do
might
gotta-
be, man.
It might be. Never
He'd
know.
be salty. He'd be petty.
Or John Morant.
Watch out
lover.
for the punches, though.
He was counting the punches. It's good.
Why? Who counted them?
2, 3. We have a caller on WHPC Sports Talk. Caller, what's going on? You're on the air.
Am I live right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say nothing crazy. He was about to say
All right,
something
called the
crazy.
wrong number. Bye.
Ah, well.
Okay.
Any comments?
That was kind of weird.
That was a great take. I
Random.
think
He got so
I-
upset when he found out he was live.
Like you thought we were. You hear us live?
He thought we were recorded.
I mean,
he gets it.
he definitely. He definitely gets it. I'm still looking for this lawyer comment statement. I'm trying to find it.
You think John Moran and Jalen Carter would be bunk buddies? Is that
John Morant? Who?
Jalen Carter?
Oh man. Yeah, let's talk about that while I look for the statement. Jalen Carter, I had it on the sheet a little further down. Yeah. So he was released from police custody on $4,000 bond.
Oh man, such a sad story though.
Yeah, he was booked on reckless driving and racing charges. Those are misdemeanors, but it resulted from a fatal car crash that killed a recruiting staffer and an offensive lineman for Georgia.
That's the part that confuses me. Like this recruiting staffer, she's not very young. She's like probably in the twilight of her 20s. She's like got an actual career now. She's doing well. Why is she in the middle of this? Like, is this a part where she didn't know what was gonna be happening? Was she just in this man's car? I don't know. I mean, at this point, everyone's talking about the draft stock dropping, but what does that really matter right now? I mean, again, there's so many car crashes and stuff like this that keeps happening in the NFL, and it's just embarrassing stuff for like the league altogether, in my opinion.
I mean, we bring up his draft stock and how this situation affects that. I mean, we know the NFL, and it's only. I know it's a tragic situation that happened, but it was misdemeanor charges. I mean, Greg Hardy got another job after,
Yep.
Right.
So-
It's just what it's tied into.
Yeah, it's not a
That's the
good
issue,
look
yeah.
for Jalen Carter. Definitely not a good look for John Morant. Before I read the statement, I finally found it. We got another caller on WHPC Sports Talk. Caller, what's going on?
Hi, Josh. This is Charlie from Floral Park.
Hey, what's up, Charlie? What's going on?
Quick question. Yesterday you said Kyrie Irving hit the most important shot in NBA history. I'm
I
racking
did?
my brain. I can't figure out what it is.
The 2016 Finals, Game 7.
Yeah.
Charlie, it's
Right in front of Curry.
That's all right. That's an okay shot.
I Googled it. It doesn't come up in the top, 10.
Oh, so you think there's a more important shot, Charlie? That's what you're trying to say?
I'd have to. I know Johnny Havlicek did something incredible. I'd have to think about it, but I can't stand the thought of Kyrie doing anything important.
That's what this is. You know what? I agree with you. For my money, Ray Allen hit the most important shot in NBA.
Yes, that's there. That's on the list.
Thanks for
That's
checking
on
me
the
on
list.
that, Charlie.
But I couldn't, look,
Leonard.
I'm going to root like hell against Kyrie and Kevin Durant for the rest of my life. What they did to the Nets, to my franchise.
No, but you guys got Tobias Harris. He's pretty good. He's all right. Seth Curry.
When did we get Tobias Harris?
No, Sixers.
My bad.
They have Steph Curry, though. They do have Steph Curry.
You do have Steph Curry, though. But no, listen. Brooklyn Bridges is happening. McCall Bridges is going to be there. He's a staple on your team.
He'll be there for the rest of the year.
Yep, Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is going to be sick.
Yeah, now you're going to tell me Ben Simmons is going to be a fourth.
Man, he's the MVP.
Not him.
Now you got me hating Ben Simmons.
Hey, we just rub off on people, Charlie. What can I say?
It's all good. It's all good. All right, well, keep up the good work, gentlemen.
Thanks for the call, Charlie from Floral Park. It's always great to hear from him.
I love hearing from him.
That's my guy.
Yep. You want to join the conversation? 516-572-7440. Here's what Ja's lawyer said. So he said the July 26th incident, that's when this punch situation happened, purely self-defense.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
Was a 17-year-old armed?
Oh, he was not armed. He just had some hands, I guess.
It's actually DK Metcalf disguised as a 17-year-old. Beating down on him.
Self-defense. For 13, 14 punches, huh? Nice.
Yo, defense lawyers are
That's a lot of punches. That's a lot of punches to throw in self-defense.
You think one of these run away would be good.
Yo, defense lawyers are the most shameless people in the world, bro.
Yep.
Self-defense against a 17-year-old.
Gotta catch a check, bro.
Oh, my God.
Jim Tanner, he went on to say, this was fully investigated by law enforcement. They came to the decision not to charge Ja with any crime. Any of the dozens of witnesses will confirm Ja acted in self-defense.
Oh, dozens.
Yeah.
Damn, not even a bigger
Paid him
dozen.
off.
Several dozens.
I was just about to say.
Definitely paid him off.
Yeah.
The willing witnesses that
Yeah.
saw this incident happen definitely going to come to Ja's defense. I mean, like Nico said, just you got to know where you're from.
Yeah, for real. What?
You just got to listen,
whoa.
man. We all got to recognize how we came up. The house we lived up, grew up in.
Yeah.
He definitely played in church league for sure. He definitely played in church league without a doubt.
We gotta just have a lot of self-awareness. Remember where we came from, right? That's all I gotta say on John Morant. The Memphis Grizzlies, though, I mean, what can you say? Dylan Brooks walking into the arena shirtless.
Yeah.
Dating individuals.
Yeah. No, I kind of get now why John Morant say he's not worried about the West.
Sorry.
Because he's worried about, like, high school instead, and, like, just high school is getting on his bad side. That's what he's worried about. Yeah.
Why worry about the Western
is Ja around high schoolers? What's
You think he's following in You think he's following in another NBA legend's footsteps?
Oh my God. That man was highly praised in the All-Star game.
Yeah, it was weird.
They love that man. What, 5-6 promos?
Utah's a funny place, man.
Yep.
That's a wild place.
It's a wild place. A lot of wild stuff be going down there.
The Wild West.
Real quick before we get to hockey, because I need to get to hockey today. What do I want to get to NFL wise? I'll skip the Derek Carr stuff. I'll skip the Kamara stuff. But Antonio.
Yes.
So we were talking about this on Tuesday.
I'm kind of confused. Yeah.
Yeah.
What changed?
Joe Shane telling the media at the scouting combine in Indy that he believes, quote, no doubt, end quote, Daniel Jones will be the Giants' starting quarterback. And Daniel Jones is reportedly asking for $45 million.
That scares me a lot. Like, sure, you can say no doubt he'll be the quarterback, but, like, can you mention anything about, like, the salary changing or anything about, like, maybe there's been discussions about different, like, clauses for his contract to be that much? Like, what does that mean there's no doubt? What exactly is there no doubt of? That you'll be broke? That you'll pay the wrong quarterback? That we're going to be a terrible franchise with this? Like, where's the no doubt come in? That's what I want to know, because I'm kind of confused now.
Maybe he's really confident Daniel Jones will, like,
Unless the clause is that, like, you get the $20 million when you win MVP or you get the whole contract when you win the Super Bowl, I don't understand how we'll get this money. Like, I don't get it.
So clearly we got two quarterbacks that could switch teams. We got Aaron Rodgers, we got Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones got a little swig of that ayahuasca.
He must have.
And he's like, I'm a $45 million quarterback. Yeah.
That's more than Dak Prescott, right? Or about the same?
$5 million more than Dak Prescott.
And he's garbage. So I couldn't imagine.
He's not garbage.
Well, when he gets the wrong sleep on where he is. But I couldn't imagine him being worth $45 million. And any, I've checked all the possibilities, the different dimensions, all 1,053 of them. He's never a $45 million quarterback in any of them. Now, I know I hate Daniel Jones, and I've never actually praised him whatsoever, and Franz hates me for it. But this man asking for $5 million is actually disrespectful. I don't understand in what world he's worth that much, ever.
Well, I'll give the same argument that I tried to give Franz and I failed. But, he 15 touchdowns, 5 picks.
Oh, man.
No.
He run a playoff game?
That counts. Against Kirk Cousins.
Playoff game is a playoff game.
And you're all everyone's gonna be like, well, he had no wide receiver, so I don't really know what he's capable of. How many years have to hear that? I refuse to hear that as an excuse. This man has showed us nothing that flashy besides that one time he ran for almost 90 yards and tripped on his own feet. That he's worth anything, worth $45 million. Like, that's insane.
People forget that happened.
They shouldn't, because I was there watching it live, and I was just like, this is us. We're the Giants. That's my quarterback right there. Like,
That's my guy.
That's my guy. It's Manila Vic. I love him. Like, come on, man.
Like I said, you gotta remember where you came from.
There's
Daniel
so many-
Jones, he had a good season, but you gotta remember you tripped on the 80-yard touchdown run.
And there's so many quarterbacks in the draft, in my opinion, that are going to be dropping. You know what I mean? These mock drafts are insane. They have CJ Stroud dropping all the way to like double digits at this point.
What?
Like no, I mean like all the way down to like 7 or 8, right?
There
Or
are
like,
some mock drafts that had him as low as 7.
That's pretty low. It's almost 10. You know what I mean? Like you got this guy Jalen Carter, who just finished getting almost booked higher than CJ Stroud. Like I don't get this. I don't really get what's going on here. Why we gotta pay him $45 million?
Yeah, I just had to show the Giants fan in the room some love because I don't know how this offseason is going to go, but
I'm telling you it's going to go. He's going to get that $45 million. I can already tell it's happening. I really think he will. I really think he will.
Ross is just over there shaking his head.
Oh my God, man.
It's going to happen, Ross.
5 first-round picks for Josh Allen. Book it. Let's
Oh my God.
do it. I'm doing that. I'd rather do that
He's
than...
just a glorified Kirk Cousins. You don't want that.
Okay, Patrick Mahomes, 5 first rounders. Let's do it.
5 first.
You only need like 50 first rounders now.
What we do 1,000?
1,000 first rounders.
Just get Patty Mahomes back home. I expect it.
He should have been a Giant anyway.
Yeah.
He should have.
Yeah.
Who did they pick instead?
That year?
Wasn't it Eli Apple?
17.
2017. Oh, if it was Eli Apple. I don't think it was. but
Wasn't Eli Apple?
No.
That would be like talked about every single day.
Eli Apple got drafted pretty highly. That's why I'm thinking it was
DeAndre Baker?
Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse than Eli Apple. Gambling. Oh my God, DeAndre Baker. What did he end up baking? A crime?
What did he bake?
Oh, man, that was the worst.
You know what, Ross? I see I've gotten you down a little bit. Let's focus on one of your good teams, the New York Rangers.
The Rangers have acquired 3-time Stanley Cup winner Patrick Kane from the Blackhawks.
That's gotta be Kane! That's gotta be Kane!
Patrick Kane up the far side. Side going to the net. Here Kane with a shot. He scores!
2 goals and an assist tonight. Maybe you got to take care of this guy. Patrick Kane, unbelievable.
That's hockey, baby! Loose puck here for Kane! He scores! Patrick Kane!
It's showtime, folks.
Nico got in the lab earlier.
I cooked up a little bit.
Cooked that one up.
Yeah.
Listen, the vibes, like we said, with the Knicks and the Rangers, Madison Square Garden is on fire right now. The newest Ranger, Patrick Kane, didn't play last night, but the Rangers still outlasted the Philadelphia Flyers in OT 3-2. How about Vladimir Tarasenko? That's a quality night right there.
Tarasenko show, baby. We got the Tarasenko show. We got Showtime tonight.
That's the only guy that showed up yesterday, Tarasenko.
Yeah, for real, actually. It was a rough game until final 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It was rough.
2 assists in 2 regulation goals scored, and then the overtime game winner. And, the question I got to ask, Patrick Kane, that's a huge, big-time get. Mm-hmm. The Rangers were obviously playing well before this move. Stanley Cup or bust?
Yeah.
For the Rangers?
Yeah.
I worry about the Devils. I think we are, though.
I never heard of them.
I think we could beat the Devils. I'm worried about Boston.
Goals. They scored 7 goals. It's Colorado.
I've only heard that team. I've only heard that team.
That worries me, that team.
No, I'm more worried about Boston, to be honest. I think we can get past the Devils. They just don't have the playoff experience, and I think we got that last year.
I think they could beat. I think they could beat Vanacek. I don't think Vanacek's that good.
No, I think he's a very mid goaltender.
He's on a team that scored a lot of goals in front of him. So.
Right.
I gotta ask you guys something. All right, is there an application I have to fill out to switch from an Islanders fan to a Rangers fan? Because these Rangers are hot right now,
just
man.
Come over.
Just come on over.
Just come over. It's a dumpster fire in UBS Arena right now.
At the UBS
It's
Arena.
rough. It's rough out there.
Yo, I pass that arena every day when I'm working.
Yep.
I'm like, compared to the Garden, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it's a new arena too. It's just lacking that. It's right by the horse race thing over there.
Yep.
The Belmont Stakes, whatever it's called. I'm not moved.
Nowhere is like the Garden. The Garden is the best. It's the Mecca. And it's going to be great when the Rangers win the Stanley Cup on home ice this season.
On home ice?
It's going to happen.
Wow.
If it doesn't happen, like, it'll never happen. It's got to be
This is the year?
It's this year or nothing. You're putting all your chips in. You have the most talented roster on paper in the NHL. Ross, I don't know about you, but I think this is the most talented roster ever for the Rangers.
Oof. Yeah.
I think it's way more talented than the 94 team.
I think it's definitely better than the Lundqvist teams, for sure.
1,000%. They never gave him help.
No.
Never.
No hope.
That poor guy. It was his birthday today, too. Happy birthday, Henrik Lundqvist. What a guy.
Didn't they hate him after he left?
Well, they released him.
Yeah.
They bought out his contract.
Yeah, it was a whole thing last year.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, the Rangers, maybe they can get their first Stanley Cup since 1994. Lionel Messi got Argentina their first World Cup since 1986. Shout out Diego Maradona. But
rest in peace, Maradona.
R.I.P. Rip. That's not enough, though, for the people of Argentina. Some people in Argentina just, let's take our guns and run an open fire attack into his wife's family supermarket.
Yeah, man.
In Argentina. They wrote him a death threat on cardboard.
I mean, that just doesn't make any sense.
Not a legit death threat, then. On cardboard?
I
Listen, if you're going to put out a death threat, you got to go all in.
You got to cut the magazines. You got to paste it on
do something like cool,
man.
Or write a letter at least.
Some broke, killers out here in Argentina.
I don't know. I think writing Sharpie on cardboard is real menace to society activity.
You think so?
Yeah. That's just me, but
depends. If it's bubble letters, then maybe. But
man.
Maybe in cursive.
I don't
Definitely.
Josh, I know you got AJ Brown next, but can I do an audible about John Jones real quick? Because that man, okay, so John Jones has been out of the UFC for a couple of years now. He had obviously issues with cocaine and PEDs and such drugs like that. Now he's coming back as a heavyweight. All right, he's never been this weight class ever in his life. He was supposed to fight Francis Ngannou, who was the championship at the time. He was like championship for heavyweights for a while, and this man has some like knockout power. Now he was fighting Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane is more of like an all-around fighter, and everyone's saying this might be the biggest fight that John Jones has ever fought. Like everyone thinks that this is his biggest opponent yet, and I'm excited for this fight. It happens this weekend. I think it's Saturday night. And I forgot who's on the preliminary. I mean, besides like the main card. I forgot who else is on the main card. But John Jones, Cyril Gane. It's gonna be a hell of a fight for the heavyweight championship. And he's making his debut as a heavyweight, and he's returning as a fighter in like what? How many years, Mauricio?
It's been like at least probably like 5 years. The last final fight he had was in 2017 against Daniel Cormier, but I think he tested positive to some particular drugs, in which he beat him, but he finished him off. But for me, I look at this as kind of very difficult. Because
who you got though? Real quick, just wrap it up.
I would say Jones. Why not?
I got John Jones too.
All right, we'll see what John Jones can do with his 8th chance. Not to be, that was a little mean. But
just like how you picked up, he picked up a couple 8ths. 8th chance. What is what it is.
Yeah. You see, you're right here with it. Real quick, AJ Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, the social media beef. I wanted to end on this. AJ Brown got a message for Juju. Quote: "You better go to Cabo and enjoy your ring and stop effing with me. Leave me off all your TikTok-ish."
Yep.
Can't even say the last word, but that'll do it.
He called him TikTok boy, and then what do you do? Film a TikTok.
Yeah. TikTok skit this time. TikTok skit, but hey, it's not what you want, Juju. Just enjoy your ring, but we're enjoying our time on WHPC Sports Talk today. Thank you for listening once again on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Profumi d'Italia is up next with Rita Monte for 2 hours. Keep it locked at 90.3. Have a good rest of your day.